Graduates, families, and friends, welcome to the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences Spring and Summer 2013 Convocation. We are delighted to have you all with us today. My name is Wendy Winterstein, and I serve as the Dean of the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. Our Convocation program begins with our senior class speaker. I would like to introduce an exceptional student who will deliver the Convocation remarks. Andy Chamra is graduating summa cum laude with a degree in ag business. He has been on the dean's list every semester. And outside the classroom, he has been very busy. He is the first president of the Ag Business Club to serve 2 year-long terms. This year, he won the club's Outstanding Senior Award. He was a member of the university's first winning Quiz Bowl team at the 2012 Agriculture and Applied Economics Association's national meeting. Andrew gave back as a peer mentor for more than 80 freshman students each of 2 years, as a student ambassador for the college, and as an economics department tutor. After graduation, Andy will be co-managing his family's grain and livestock farm near Rose Hill and selling seed. Please join me in welcoming Andy Chamra.
Well, thank you, Dean Winterstein, for that introduction. Does anyone remember that article that came out a year ago titled College Majors That Are Useless? Oh yeah, big article by Yahoo made the news across the country. Does anybody, does anybody remember which major topped their charts as the most useless? Agriculture. That's right. Well, congratulations to each of you for graduating with a useless major. I commend each one of you. In fact, based on that article, I was nervous whether my family farm would even hire me. Well, as Dean Winterstein said, I am proudly returning to the family farming operation tomorrow, unless I call in sick, that is. We get sick days, right? When Dean Acker asked me to speak, I asked myself, what should I even say? No one really wants to hear my story or my advice, or really whatever I do to fill the time while Mr. Gall and Dean Acker clear their throats to read off all 400 or 500 of your names here in a few minutes. So here it is. Yes, I've decided to farm, or at least try to, starting tomorrow. Some of you may think, wow, Andy, that must have been a tough decision. All the job interviews, negotiating, moral dilemmas, etc., etc. That must have been a really tough decision process. Well, you know what? It was. It was probably one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make, for a variety of reasons. Let me put it this way. Have any of you ever felt pressured into doing something? Some of you may have felt you had to pick a certain major, take a certain class, join a particular club, group, house on campus, apply for a certain job, move to a certain town after graduation. Whatever your case may be, I'm sure you can relate to that. It's all around us. Pressure. Pressure to do this, pressure to do that. Well, that's exactly what I felt, except it was pressure to do anything but farming. I felt pressure to get a real job after graduation and make something out of myself. I felt pressure to make a name for myself in the industry, make mega dollars for my employer, climb a corporate ladder, and look forward to the day when I'd have an important title added to my business card. That's the American dream, right? I spent a long time deliberating. There were months of soul-searching, months trying to decide which career path to take. What would be best for me, my future family one day, and ultimately, where I wanted to end up in life. From my experience, I guess you could conclude that one takeaway message might be, just ignore the pressure and become a farmer. Okay, maybe not. Well, bear with me and I'll see if I can come up with a better conclusion. Did everyone see Dodge's Super Bowl commercial this year? featuring the Paul Harvey script, So God Made a Farmer. Well, my girlfriend Rose showed me that script, the original one that Paul Harvey read back in 1978. She showed that to me just after I had made my career decision back in August. If you aren't familiar with the script, but it sounds like most of you are, Paul Harvey's soliloquy describes the American farmer in about 2 minutes or so. He talks about the variety of jobs a farm includes, the magnitude of its workload, how farmers are leaders in the communities, how farms are family-oriented, yet business-minded. It really talks about the emotional strain of farming's uncertainties and how a farmer is able to cope with these, while at the same time expressing the pleasures of the life and the lifestyle he has chosen. My favorite line of that script is this: God had to have somebody willing to ride the ruts at double speed to get the hay in ahead of the rain clouds, and yet stop midfield and race to help when he sees the first smoke from a neighbor's place. There hasn't been a single time that I've listened to that script in its entirety that I haven't teared up from the passion that I have for farming and farmers. Not a single time. I don't know if that's quite enough to make me buy a new Dodge pickup truck or not, but it was moving to me. The great thing about Paul Harvey's script, though, is that it's not only true about farmers. I think it's true about each person in the industry of agriculture. That script really tells the story of how people in ag are genuine and selfless. Genuine and selfless. The script's true message, to me, is that we are to put others first while still staying true to ourselves. Graduates, I'm confident that whatever career path you are pursuing, each of you will continue to do just that. I hope that each of you will continue to carry with you the message of being genuine and selfless that's depicted in Paul Harvey's script. To conclude, follow your passion, be true to yourself, and never follow someone else's path or the path you think they want you to follow. Do what your heart says to do and all that you do in life. I challenge each of you today to take your passion, whatever that may be, and harness its power. Stop making decisions based off what society tells you to do, and start making decisions based off what your heart says to do. I'd like to take this time to thank my family, Mom, Dad. Thank you for helping me find my passion, for preparing me to successfully reach the part of the journey we're all about to conclude today, and for guiding me to the start of our next journey, which begins tomorrow, which may or may not include planting corn. And thank you for providing support when life throws curveballs, but for allowing me to find my own answers. On behalf of the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences student body, I also want to say thank you to each of the professors, administrators, and staff across the entire college for challenging each of us, for polishing our skills to succeed, and for helping us along the way of one of our most exciting journeys in life. To conclude my conclusion, which I thought I already did when I told you all to be farmers, I want to say to all the moms and dads out there, to all the family members and friends who are present today, that on behalf of each of us who are graduating, I couldn't be more confident in having such a useless major from this great university. To all the parents and others who may have helped to foot the bills along the way, your money was well invested. I don't know if you'll ever actually see that money ever again, but rest assured it was well invested into our education. Because the world's population is expected to increase from 7 billion to 9 billion over the next 40 years or so, We couldn't have picked a better time to graduate from this great university with a major in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. To some, that may seem problematic and unrealistic, but to me, that's exciting. We've got to feed the world. We've got to take care of the world. We've got to make sure the world's future generations can live out their passion, just like we are doing today. Getting a hand on this giant task is going to take the efforts of every graduate representing every major in this auditorium. If the world continues to grow, then agriculture and life sciences will need to grow with it. Class of 2013, congratulations to each of you on your accomplishments today. I wish the best of luck to each of you as we start the next chapter of our lives. Remember, follow your passion and stay true to yourself. And Mom, happy Mother's Day. Thank you and God bless.